Police overnight is dead. Police tell ABC7 the man threatened to shoot officers, then walked towards them and pointed an object at them. That's when police say 2 officers shot the man, fearing for their lives, killing him. New information tonight revealing the object in the man's hands was a cell phone. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Josie Ortegon.
And I'm Evan Fulham. The man has been identified as 22-year-old Eric John Wilson. Police say they were called to the man's home around midnight on the 7100 block of Tiro Taos. Police say Wilson was threatening to commit suicide.
Police tell ABC7 Wilson said he was armed with 2 handguns and a rifle and allegedly said he'd, quote, shoot it out with police. That's when police say Wilson reached for an object behind his back and pointed it at them. Officers, fearing for their safety, shot him at least twice. ABC7's Jamie Warren joins us live with the very latest. Jamie.
Josie, police say Eric John Wilson told officers he had an assault rifle and 2 handguns. He allegedly refused to show his hands and instead pointed an object and walked towards them.
Still the blood stain out there in the street.
Gunfire waking up residents across this West El Paso neighborhood.
I heard 2 gunshots in rapid succession.
ABC7 was there as dozens of investigators arrived in the early morning hours. Police were called to the home after 22-year-old Eric John Wilson threatened to commit suicide. When officers arrived, they found Wilson outside the home on the sidewalk. Wilson reportedly told police he had 2 handguns and a rifle and threatened to shoot any officer that came near him. Police say he wouldn't show them his hands, then reached behind his back, pulled out an object, pointing it at them. 2 first responding officers, thinking it was a handgun, shot him. Police later discovered Wilson was not armed and that the object was a cell phone. Neighbors we spoke with tell us they're surprised, describing the area as quiet and family-oriented.
Never had anything happen here that I know of.
It's a really small neighborhood. The only thing that I've seen in this neighborhood is just people being happy.
But some have seen a different side.
We've seen him around the neighborhood, and apparently I think they've called the police out there before.
While family members didn't want to speak with us on camera, they gathered outside to mourn Wilson's loss. They tell us the 22-year-old lived at home with his parents and younger brother. In the meantime, neighbors are still trying to come to terms with what happened.
I'm a little surprised that something happened here.
Of course, it's a concern.
Both officers involved are on administrative leave as part of department procedure. Back to you.
Okay, Jamie, thank you for that report.